Hi guys, it's Nikki with Nikki Speaks, and I am back with another video. We're about to get into Cardi B, Stefon Diggs, and Offset's ex-mistress. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, guys, I am not going to even hold you. We're going to get right into this mess, okay? So, as everyone knows, Super Bowl weekend is this weekend. The Super Bowl is on tomorrow, and a lot of activities are taking place. And let's just say things are getting messy, messy, messy with Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. So someone pointed out that Offset's ex-mistress was seen on the field with Stefon Diggs. Now, why this is crazy, but then also not very surprising, is because Offset's ex-mistress Pre is also best friends with Stefon Diggs. Yes, you heard that right. And if you guys recall, when Cardi B and Stefan first popped out, there was a lot of people looking at Cardi crazy. And the reason why is because there was a direct link to Stefan and Offset. That direct link was Pre. Now, if you
Bree's
guys
friend
also
outed
remember,
her for not only getting pregnant by Offset, but also taking money from him to get rid of the baby. All of this happened while Offset and Cardi were still together, if you guys recall. Now, fast forward to Cardi and Stefan popping out, a lot of people also noticed that Stefan and Pre were chummy. And so these two are self proclaimed besties. Supposedly, there's nothing romantic there. They repost each other on their Instagram story. They comment on each other's Instagram posts. They follow each other. They heart each other's posts and have even been photographed together, as you can see here. Well, fast forward to today and all of the festivities surrounding the Super Bowl, and pre posted this picture to her Instagram story. And a lot of people noticed around her neck was that Patriots team hotel badge, which allows her and other family members and friends of the teammates to get entry into the hotel that was strictly reserved for family members and friends. One person even posted on the internet and said, Lord, is she staying at the team hotel too? Messy. Now, listen, a lot of people were talking about this. I do want to let you guys listen to exactly what those accommodations mean. So, let's take a listen at one of the Patriots coordinators talking about the housing and transportation for family members.
Hi, my name is Hallie, and I'm part of player engagement for the New England Patriots. My job this week is to get over 300 family and friends to San Francisco and be their go-to person throughout the week here at the Super Bowl. In terms of travel, we have a charter flight to take family and friends to the Super Bowl. Upon arrival, we have a room block at the team hotel, so that is where that they can stay if they choose to. For tickets, players are allotted a certain amount, and they have the opportunity to buy more. Players get to choose who they want to bring and buy tickets for, which usually consists of wife, girlfriend, kids, mom, dad, grandparents, friends, really whoever they want to bring.
So, listen, clearly Pre was on Stefan's list of family, friend, girlfriend, somebody close to him, close enough to him to be listed as someone who would stay in the team's hotel and also be a part of the team's activities. Now, whether or not there's something else there, listen, I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Now, there have been a lot of chatter all week about Cardi B being a part of the Super Bowl's festivities, not just being at the Super Bowl, not just possibly performing, but a lot of people were expecting to see more of her around Stefon Diggs, especially since there were a lot of family members that have been there all week. Now, you have some wives that have been there since the beginning of the week, and then, of course, you had Family Day, which started Saturday, and a lot of family and friends came into town. Well, Cardi B was absent all week and also absent on Saturday.
but she was in town for the Super Bowl, but it looks like she was working. So as you can see here, there were a lot of events that she attended. She was very busy. She was being photographed. As you can see, she was photographed with Tiana Taylor. She was also photographed with Travis Scott, and she also had two events, one on Friday night and one on Saturday. So listen, Cardi was collecting her coin while everybody was looking for her to pop out with Stefan. Now, what did not go unnoticed was her response to reporters when asked about Stefan. Let's take a listen.
Celebrate. How we celebrate if you win the Super Bowl?
Can we get a Zombie Land celebration?
How proud are you of Stefan, Cardi?
So, as you can see, Cardi was not really trying to answer any questions about Stefan on the red carpet, or at least that's what a lot of people thought. Now, here's another instance where she was asked about Stefan, and here's her response.
Inspiring message for Stefan before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
How we celebrate? How we celebrate if you win?
So listen, Cardi said, "Good luck to Stefan." You know what? That's her message. That's her message of inspiration to him for the game on Sunday. She told the reporters, "Listen, that's all I got for you," because she said, "Good luck," turned around and left. They still had questions. They wanted to know how her and Stefan would celebrate if he does win the Super Bowl. And listen, Cardi didn't have anything else for them, okay? She just did not. And that could have been because of a number of reasons. She could have been in a rush. Listen, she was booked and busy this past weekend. She was going from event to event to event, and not just going to make an appearance, but some of those events she was actually performing at. So she was very busy, and it could have just been a matter of, you know what, she just didn't have the time and she had to move on to the next thing or the next event. But a lot of people noticed that her response was not as enthusiastic as it typically is when she's talking about Stefan and when she's talking about the Patriots and when she's talking about his games. So a lot of people feel as though they are beefing. There is trouble in, I don't even want to say paradise because I don't know if this ever was paradise. But a lot of people are noticing, okay? They're just noticing. That's all I got for you. I'm like Cardi. This is all I got for you, okay? They're just noticing something is off, okay? Now listen, we don't know what their agreement is, and when I say their, I mean Stefan and Cardi B. We don't know what their agreement is. We don't know what the relationship consists of. All we know is that Cardi B considers Stefan Diggs her boyfriend. She's called him her boyfriend. She's called him her man. And because of that, and for that reason, this definitely looks crazy, okay? It looks crazy. Stefan doesn't even have to be involved with this young lady for it to still look crazy. Not a lot of women, not a lot of men, not a lot of human beings would be okay with being around the person that you loved and committed yourself to betrayed you with. Not a lot of people will be okay with that. And so I'm not saying that Cardi's not okay or that she is okay with it. But for that young lady to now be around, the person that she's with now, it just looks really crazy. And it looks crazy for a number of reasons. Not just because she's around Stefan, because let's be honest, her and Stefan were cool. Her and Stefan were quote unquote besties before him and Cardi B got together. So the part that looks crazy is the fact that Cardi B chose this. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Now, another twist here was a lot of people noticed that when Cardi B was at the Fanatic event earlier, prior to her performing, she could be heard telling Travis Scott that, hey, it looks like she really didn't want to drink because she had to perform. And she also said that she had her baby with her. Well, fast forward to the NFL flag football game, and it looks like she was toasted by then. She even said that she had had seven shots and she was drunk ASF. Okay, so a lot of people are also equating that to the fact that, you know what, maybe she found out that Pre was at the event. Listen, I don't know. And I am confident in stating that at this point, I don't know anything about anything. All I know is that the situation is extremely messy. That's all I can give you. You guys let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Drop them in a comment section, and I'm going to talk to you guys on the next video.
Good parties this week.
Honey, I just came from a party. I took like 7 shots. I'm lit. Y'all talking to me, and I'm drunk as a motherfucker.
And you ain't bring nothing?
You talking about what party where I went to all the parties, honey. Collecting the bag and getting drunk, taking the free drinks and shit.
Okay.
Oh, J Balvin, yeah, that's my brother.
Yes.
That's my brother, J Balvin, my brother.
So that's who you rooting for, Cardi?
Come talk to me in a minute.
It's all right, bro.
I think we got a first down. The replay
Am I
out.
cussing too much?
Nah,
Of this interception.
Am I cussing too much?
There's no holding you back,
You ain't
Cardi.
getting no fine from me, Cardi.
It's just Don Julio, honey. Don't pay attention.